Hey guys, today I'm going to be showcasing the newly buffed control fruit in Roblox Blox fruits. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Ark for giving me this fruit to showcase, and also a shout out to Ghetto/Rip Caden for letting me use their private server. Alright, so yeah, this is one of the more expensive and rare fruits in this game, costing $3.2 million to buy once it does go in stock. You have 5 moves in total, with only 4 being actual moves, and only 3 doing damage. So yeah, the first move that I have is the control area, and this is basically a prerequisite to using any of your other abilities. You can't use any abilities if you don't have a control area set up, and you have to be inside your own control area to actually be able to use a move. So even if you have a control area set up, if you walk outside of it, you can't use the moves at all. So yeah, to create the control area, you just gotta click on the Z key, and just click on the Z key will make a tiny room. If you want to make a large room, hold down the Z key, it'll make a far bigger room. And the max size for the room depends on your mastery. The higher your control mastery is, the larger your room can become. Okay, so the room should be active for around a minute, and it has a cooldown of 1.5 seconds. So yeah, the cooldown is basically non-existent. So yeah, now that we've used the control area, we're gonna be using our first actual ability, which is levitate. So the levitate ability is set to the X key, and you only need 1 mastery for this. So you you unlock this move instantly. So yeah, this ability has a 2.5 second cooldown, so it is heavily spammable. So yeah, basically you pick up an object or part of an object that it causes aimed at. So you can see I'm aiming at the snow. I can pick up the snow. If I'm aiming at this tree over here, I can pick up the tree, and then you can throw it wherever your mouse is located. So yeah, the size of the explosion will vary, or will depend on how big the object that you picked up is, and the larger the object that you pick up is, as I said earlier, it will increase the size of the explosion, and that in turn increases your area. Also, I do apologize if I zoom in weird. This mouse has an atrocious scroll wheel. Alright, so yeah, let me go ahead and use levitate on an NPC. There they are. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and throw it at them. As you can see, it is so spammable. Also, here are my stats, in case you do want to see them. So yeah, let me go ahead and use this. And yeah, I can just keep on throwing objects at the NPC. And also, it can be pretty good as to blind your opponent. So yeah, this move can be pretty good in PvP, but isn't that great for grinding, because it does do lots of knockback. So yeah, it isn't a great ability for grinding. The next ability that I have here is Echo Knife. You unlock this ability at 150 mastery and is set to the C key bind. And the cooldown for this ability is about 10.5 seconds. So yeah, basically, you'll swing your sword wherever your cursor is located. So I'll go ahead and hit this enemy with it. And then I'll go ahead and land a ton of low damaging slices, and then I'll land one final hit, which does a good amount of damage and lots of knockback. This is a single target move, and also it leaves you very vulnerable to other attacks. So I don't really recommend this move if you're going against teamers, and also it's complete garbage for grinding because it's single target. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use it again. I also don't want to say that the enemy can dodge these initial slashes that they have observation hockey on. So it's kind of a win-lose situation, because you'll do less damage because they're dodging those slashes. But also it's going to take up a lot of... It's basically going to remove the observation hockey for a little while. Well, the dodges for the observation hockey for a little while. So yeah, kind of win-lose. They'll do less damage, but also they won't have observation hockey dodges for a little while. So yeah, that's the C ability, Echo Knife. The next and final attack is Gammas. You unlock this one at 350 mastery, and it is set to the V key. This move has a cooldown of roughly 23 seconds. So you shoot out like a green projectile, or like a green lane that's aimed where your cursor's at. And as you can see, once you land it, you'll just go dashing around your room. It'll actually hit basically everything inside the room, but the person you hit initially will be the one who's taking the most amount of damage. As you can see, this person who also was inside the room, they didn't take a ton of damage, but this person here took more damage. So yeah, the person who did get hit by the initial attack will be taking the most damage. So yeah, it does also have a pretty long cooldown. and this is one of the very few multi-target attacks for control. So yeah, that is Gamma Rust. And I do want to say you can create, this is a quick combo you can do. You can use Echo Knife, and then once Echo Knife does finish, I'll go ahead and show you guys it with this NPC. Echo Knife can be pretty good for combos. And I do want to say Gamma Rust does give you iframes. You're using it, you won't heal or get any extra energy, as you can see, but you won't be able to take any damage while you're flying around the room. And I also do want to say, be very careful using it above lava or water, because your hitbox falls down, and you will be taking lava or water damage if you do use this room, or if you do use this ability above water or lava, whatever it is. So yeah, that is the final attack for control. So let me go ahead and show you guys the final ability. So this is teleport. You can basically just teleport to any solid surface in your control room. So you can see you can't like teleport into the air. But you can, let me go ahead and create the room again. You can teleport to this ice block, and it only has a cooldown of 2 seconds, so it's very spammable. Very good for starting combos or just escaping abilities in general. So yeah, it is a very, very useful move. It's the only mobility move you have for control, basically. So yeah, that's going to be my complete control showcase. I hope you all enjoyed it, and maybe it helped your buying, trading, whatever decision you're making with control. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to 2 in a Pod if you want some more videos like this one. Also, my general consensus for control, it does take a lot of skill to use, but if you're skilled at it, it is very, very good for PvP, or at least 1v1s. It's not that good for if you're going against teamers. And it is one of the worst foods you could get in the game for grinding. And also it does have lots, it has very, very high mastery requirements. So it sucks for grinding, good for 1v1s, and average for teams, I guess, or going against teamers. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!